What's this whole doTERRA elite rank all about, Lance? Well, I'm gonna cover that in today's video, so stay tuned and don't go anywhere. Hey, this is Lance McGowan with Essential Oils Me, and the doTERRA Elite rank is one of those foundational ranks in doTERRA because it's the first actual rank that really is a building block for other future ranks. That's silver, that's platinum, and that's eventually ultimately the presidential diamond rank, which I have videos on as well. And so you're going to want to definitely check those out. But I'm going to cover the elite rank in more detail and why it's so foundational in the next section.
Hey, this is Lance McGowan with Essential Oils Me, and today we're going to talk about how to achieve the doTERRA Elite rank. Okay, so you have an elite there, and how it starts is an executive becomes an elite when they purchase at least 100 point value or PV and they have an organizational volume of 3,000 or more. And so you have the elite in a little circle here with the 3,000 OV or organizational volume and then 100 PV, which stands for personal volume or product volume, and that's the one-time order that you place, but it's also keeping a minimum of 100 point value in your cart at all times as well to qualify for any commissions or rank bonuses or other things like that throughout the month. All right, so one way to achieve the elite rank, and this is just a sample or example of how it could look like. And so it could be on your front line, you have, maybe 4 wholesale customers or WCs here averaging 100 point value each, and then you may have identified basically 2 wellness advocates that are interested in earning their oils for free or earning part-time or full-time income with doTERRA, and then one of their organizational volumes you can see is 1,000 OV, and they're still doing their 100 point value or more, and then the other one is doing 1,600 in organizational volume, and then they're doing their 100 point value as well or more each month. And so that equals the 3,000. And so you can see there's a combination of wholesale customers on your front line, but then there could be also a combination of wholesale customers on their front line or wellness advocates on their front line as well, and totaling up the organizational volume, and we add up all those numbers, it equals 3,000 for your organizational volume. Or if you're able to identify a couple friends, family members, or coworkers early on, then you can basically start to help to usher people under them. And then that's, maybe one of them has 1,300 organizational volume and the other has 1,700 in organizational volume. And then basically you are going to qualify for this rank as well. And it sets you up a little bit better for the next rank that I'll talk about in another video, which is Premier. But anyways, the 2 people in the second scenario here are still doing their 100 or more point value each month to qualify for their commissions. And so that's going to also be key. And so there's a lot of ways you can do it. Another situation where maybe you'd have a third person that you're building a relationship with or helping and leading. So that's another way, and that'll set you up for a future rank. But anyways, these are a couple different scenarios that could happen, and that will help you hit to the elite rank. And the 3 core principles that I live and teach is number 1 is teach and share. So that's what's going to help you hit that elite rank and focus on adding value, understanding people's needs, building relationships, becoming somebody that people know, like, and trust, because people buy you before they buy anything from you. And it's important to be, I call, a super user, somebody who has a testimony and a story of how the oils have helped them. And you can use your own story, but then also really start to develop another type of story with wholesale customers and other things like that. And really, this is where developing your why for what you're doing is going to really start to come into play. And so your why is got to be something besides the money. It's got to be something that's going to keep you in it when the tough times are there, from a personal standpoint or health standpoint or financial situation or whatever it is. That is going to have to be the main thing that keeps you in it, which is your why. So thinking about that, writing that down, putting that on a vision board, this is the rank where that why needs to really be a part of what you do. All right, number 2 core principle is work with people that move towards you. So I've mentioned this in my previous videos, and I keep mentioning it because it's so important. When you're putting yourself out there, you're going to face rejection, being ignored. You're also going to, encounter people who love you and want to help or want to be helped and understand and appreciate what you have to offer. And so you just work with the people that move towards you, and that's great. And for the people that don't move towards you, you talk to the next person. And so that's pretty much the solution that will solve most problems in doTERRA. And that doesn't mean you give up on that person, but it just means you work with or talk to or build relationships with people that are moving towards you. And that means they're more responsive or they're more understanding or appreciative of what you have to offer or more open to learning, whatever that may look like. You get the vibe, if it's a positive one or not. And so that is going to be also the very key there. All right, so the next steps are to click the links in the description to learn more.
The elite rank, like all the ranks before and after, are going to be focused on you teaching and sharing and really developing your own product knowledge and becoming a super user, as I call it, somebody who has an experience and a testimony of how the oils have helped you and benefited you. And it's important to make sure that that's the case. So you are just really just sharing life with people, and when you hear something that pops up, you're like, wow, I know something that's helped me, or I know something that's helped a customer of mine, or I know something that's helped a team member of mine, like whatever it is, like you're covered. And it's so amazing and empowering to be able to have those stories kind of, at your fingertips, so to speak, and really just deliver those in a way that people, get value from, whether they're ready or not to make a purchasing decision. It's just more about obviously helping people and building relationships. But as I said in my previous videos, when it comes to doTERRA ranks, always developing your why. You're doing what you're doing is going to be critical. That's going to be the thing that gets you through the thick and the thin, the ups and the downs. And you have to have a really rock solid why, because that's really the bridge to get you from where you are today to where you want to be with regards to your health, your relationships, and or your finances. Because these ranks, as you get higher, they provide more passive or residual income that allow you to have more of that time freedom, that allow you to do more with your family, or that allow you to really just improve your own health in a very meaningful way. So it's really unlocking doors with regards to quality of life and many different aspects. And for me, it's so important to be balanced, healthy mind, body, heart, and spirit, and not have something, unbalanced. And that includes finances, that includes a lot of other aspects of, time and things like that. So balance is always going to be key, not just the oil blend, but also the oil blend, if you picking up what I'm dropping there. Okay, well, that concludes today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click the subscribe button so you can catch more video updates, or click one of the links in the description box below so you can continue to get your learn on.